Hello, so one of the biggest decisions in the game is to join either Nemeton or the Remnant camp. There are a few differences between the camps, and of course the quests are different, but once you join the camp, it doesn't matter which one you join, the quest line will be the same. And this will involve, again a little spoiler, this will involve the destruction of the Primeval Forest faction, which is a bit annoying because initially you'd think, hey, I can join the Primeval Forest as well. Yes and no, you just have to get the spark. What is the better option? Well, to be honest, there's no better option because both factions are evil. The only faction that is not evil is the Forest Primeval, and I think the developers did this intentionally so you would feel bad. And I think this is one of the most discussed topics, more or less, in the game forum. Why are you not allowed to join this faction? And the developer simply said, well, that would have involved you doing another questline, which is not how you do things. Now keep in mind that you have a good ending, a bad ending, and I think a secret ending. So it doesn't matter what you do, the ending will most likely be the good one, even though you will make a lot of bad decisions along the way. And you'll see what I mean, because you cannot avoid them. What are the advantages of the Remnant camp versus Nemeton? Well, the Remnant camp is basically 90% of the map, and as you can see, you'll have a much easier exploration, you'll have a much easier time selling, buying things, sleeping, organizing, making money and such. You also have the Ruin Raiders over here, which is the game's endgame shop. And they're also tied to a few quests that are very, very interesting, and they are also tied to other things like the relics, the signet relics. And yeah, you'll need much more time in... You'll spend a lot more time in the Remnant camp, because over here you don't really have that many quests to do. I mean, one of the main quests you can do over here is to get your own talisman, which you can do. Now, it's a little bit tricky, because if you join, let's say, the Remnant camp, then you'll have some restrictions in Nemeton. I'm not really sure what they are. If you join Nemeton, you'll have some restrictions in the Remnant camp. Again, I'm not really sure what they are, so do all of the quests before you join a camp. Nemeton is tied to the farm, which doesn't really have a lot of quests or loot. The Remnant camp is tied to the pit, which has a lot of quests, has a lot of loot, and will also give you a lot of experience, plus the prospecting skill. So, I guess it's 99% better to join Remnant camp in most cases, but you also have to come to Nemeton to do some quests. I'll be joining Nemeton because it's the more annoying faction to join. Keep in mind that when you accept the quest, the bridge is still destroyed, so you cannot really pass through the location. So if you want to come over here, let's say, you have to travel all the way over there. So in a way, it's the best thing to do is to choose a faction early on so the bridge gets repaired. Doesn't matter what faction you do, if the bridge gets repaired, then you'll have a much easier time traversing the map back and forth, plus accessing the woodcutter camp, which might also have some interesting things for you to buy, or maybe just general trading or some other stuff. Yeah, so I guess I'll join Nemeton because it's probably the least joined faction in the game because of all of the elements I mentioned. Plus, the quests are a little more obscure. For example, finding the hidden weapons over here or finding a package, yeah, they're a bit more annoying to do. The talisman is also pretty hard to get because you have to travel to a lot of locations. Anyway, the easier choice should be Remnant camp, but the more interesting choice should be Nemeton because this is basically like joining the old camp in Gothic, so that's why I'll do it. You have to do the quest with the forgotten weapons. To enter, you have to do the quest with Lobo. Just find his stupid sack, give the sack to him. I think he was around here somewhere. Or just go and do all of the quests in the farm and the god will let you enter. Angus will be the one who will accept you into the fighters. I'm sure. Ravina, the Heiress of the Moor, is our only superior. Now we can join the camp. As a small note, someone said that all of the faction leaders in the game are male. No, they're not. And the Remnant camp doesn't really have a leader per se, so it's also more or less a bunch of gladiators doing stuff. And over here, as you can see, the leader of the camp is a woman. Again, it's not like Gothic. There are so many differences between this game and Gothic, but most of them are tied to how woke the game is. And I'll continue to mention this, and this has also been my review. The game has a lot of problems with the DEI and checklist and stuff like that, and the developers will ban you if you talk about them. This is a problem because this is a problem with the storyline itself. You cannot join the good faction and you're forced to choose from bad faction to bad faction. You're supposed to choose a bad faction and destroy the good faction, and then you're supposed to try to rebuild it. Again, it's a lot of spoilers, but I don't know, there's a problem with the general writing of the game. Dark blindfold, what is that? Anyway, let's get back to the game. And if it's cosmetic, then I'll wear it. I didn't think I would have a helmet to wear for today, but it looks like I found one. Get it like this with the big house. And let's just explore, and by explore I mean steal everything that is not nailed to the floor. Hey man, enjoy. I guess this is a very nice place. What is that over there? Seems like it has some power. I think, yeah, that's a circle. So even though technically you can join the forest camp, the bonded camp, as you can see I got my spark, that's part of the quest line. And I think a lot of people will have some questions about this. Why can you join a faction, but when you join it, you don't actually join it? Well, like I said, there's simply no quest line for them, and you're supposed to destroy this faction no matter what faction you choose, so... yeah, I guess it's the illusion of choice. You have two illusions of choice. One, you join the bonded camp, but you don't actually join it. Two, you think that joining a faction will have impact on the main story. It doesn't have. It's the same story. Just do it from a different perspective. Okay, which is not the case for Gothic and stuff. Anyway, I think I'll just stop mentioning this. The two games together, because there's clearly not really a lot between them. They need to protect Nemeton by protecting the boundary stones. We have a Nemeton guard. Well, it gives you any armor, so why would you wear it? Well, I guess it's normal clothes, but I have a feeling it will look a lot like the clothing of the bonded. The heavy embodied armor. At least no one will be able to tell that we stole this one. The cave over there. Hello. Also, I'm kind of getting tired of all of this diversity. I mean, it's supposed to be a Celtic game, a medieval Celtic game, so why do I feel like I'm in New York or the capital? Somebody's living here, which I think, you know, maybe?
Huh?
Wow. Yo. River of Nemeton, what are you doing in this cave? What's wrong with your eyes? I don't think I like the power of the runes there. The rune vessel. I guess this is about crafting the rune stone. Weird, I seem to be getting a lot of stuff in my inventory. I guess you have to come here during the day. But this stuff was not guarded. Well, I guess no one that is trusted would steal these things. Okay, I guess this is where we'll get our runestone and we'll be able to hop over water. Already have those. In my inventory I have a few spells that require the runestone. Now we know. Yeah, I guess joining Nemeton does give you access to a lot of free loot. Oh wait, this is a window? That's a big horn. This looks like a wig if you look at it from that angle. How are you supposed to enter the big house then? Here. I'll speak to you later, just wait for me, okay? It is not legal to do this, so that's why I'm doing it right now. Nemeton light helmet. I guess I have the... It's not a Viking helmet, I'm not sure how to describe it. It's a winged helmet. This is more like the Viking armored helmets. It's the heavy Viking helmets with the chainmail over the face. Any good warrior? Vessel. There are Nemeton future. There's 0 left. And bear rugs in over there. Betrayed us. Again, the story is that the remnants want to leave Drova. Location. I guess I should have mentioned this as well, but the goals of the factions are very different. The remnants want to leave Drova forever because it seems like it's a cursed land. And these guys, Nemeton, want to make a paradise out of it. They have the runes that protect them from the swamp, and they are trying to expand the city by making more rune stones, the big rune stones. Kind of like the size of a truck. They're trying to expand them so they can live here peacefully. I guess the remnant ones over here from this camp are opposing them directly because they want to leave, they want to stay and expand. And I guess the idea is that they have more people, they have less people, and no one can really go ahead with their plans unless they get more people from the other faction. With Roarke. Suppose I can do that quest a bit later. I hope it doesn't fail automatically. You know what, I think I should do that first right now. I was looking at the letters and it doesn't make sense because there's no letters from the forest and oh, refugee, okay. This is very important for Nemeton. The hypocrite, I break the cycle. Divinity that suits us people. Exactly the purpose of the refugee. Anatole is concerned. And yeah, I guess that was also pretty important to the storyline overall. The jar. Well, I guess then we have the full picture of the two factions and why. Again, it's such a sour taste if you know what's coming and you know that you don't really have a choice on the matter. I mean, what's even the point of joining a faction? I guess the point is to join that faction for the spark. Fortify is actually an item used for another quest, but I guess they reused the item and in its purpose. With the too little key, which he was not supposed to eat the fortified food because he doesn't need it. Okay, little boar, tell me what it is and I'll wait for it. Oh, I killed all of the enemies, so we have nothing to do over here. I don't think he can die. Can he? No, I don't think so. Okay, let's follow him back. Okay, so just have to go through here. Definitely a quest that is not too bad at this stage of the game. I mean, if you can travel through the black flame, you can probably kill the wolves or whatever those things are.
Huh?
Christian also has some interesting things for you to buy if you want. What is it? Well, it's just a quest item, right? And it's rare.
Huh.
Thing would fix stocks and growth on the skin. Open the onions. Cooking is a bonding experience. It's all about the bonding here. Just start halfway up from the bottom, then to the bottom. Okay. Both sides of the knife, I think I remember that. Child's play. 8 pieces, okay, I remember that. I don't think I did it the right way, but whatever. Cooking lessons with Roarke. It's delicious. Foggies too. Yeah. So they even make you eat with this faction, so it's going to be worse when you betray them. Stop spitting. Yeah, let me see that I care more about the food.
Mm-hmm.
So what? The bonded, okay. Hey, you have to join a faction. We got another silly hat. We're actually wearing the headdress of the bonded. I guess you're supposed to wear it with your armor, which is the clothing and the bonded, but it does look silly. It's a pixel game. Okay, now you know why I'm so upset about the choices between the factions after doing that quest, you know, and receiving the headdress of the bond and then feeling really bonded with the bonded thing. Mombert. Okay. That's a new flag. I guess that has the raven.
Ah.
This of the more. I'm worthy of becoming part of Nemeton. 750 experience points. Far and wish to make something happen. Nemeton. Yes. Well. Do you fight with light or heavy armor? What's the difference? Light armor gives you more... I think light armor gives you a stamina bonus, while heavy armor gives you a bonus to your stance bar, meaning you're harder to stun. Or something like that, and it also has more protection, so you can attack more with the light armor, but that doesn't really matter because you only need a few good hits anyway. I'll take the heavy armor. Event unlocked, part of Nemeton. There's only one punishment, death. Are you Vlad Cepes? Bombard the High Druid? What kind of... I got this one that I'm supposed to bring the druids in Nemeton. Okay, I think his eyes are also like that because he uses magic. The crystal of the bygones. With this we could... But not without the divinity. The crystal we can deploy to focus the magic of the divinity. Mighty boar. Nope. Lost too many good people to the Black Flame. Black Flame? The Black Flame is in the Primeval Forest. For the Mighty Boar. But you already have a divinity there, Raven. The Rogue Druid. Oh, so that's how he managed to do it. And that's why he's blind, because he was using magic. Okay. Magic with the Runestone. Tristan, Bartos Demo. Find Tristan and Dame. Ask how they survive. I've already been to the Forest Primeval. I know how to get through the Black Flame. What? What sort of creature is that by your side? Spark, a link to the divinity that repels the Black Flame. Or in the forest. Well, it is Sparky. Yeah, can I call the Spark R2D2? Probably I can, yeah. That's what we'll call it, R2D2. Yeah, all of those skeletons in the Black Flame are people from Nemeton, I guess. Blinks. For Nemeton. For the whole camp. Because when I find the divinity, the divinity rated the forest primeval must have fallen hard to be able to harness it. What's going to happen in the expedition? A band of warriors. But what happens after we find the divinity? Chapter 3, the expedition. So we had chapter 1 and this is chapter 3. As you can see, we skipped Act 2 completely. And those quests are shown as complete. Okay, so I guess that's the only thing we have to do. I mean, we did all of the quests in advance. You're also supposed to get a house after switching to chapter 2, but I guess now we're in chapter 3 or Act 3. Really weird. I guess they give you the house by default or they forget to mention that to you. Get a house in the Remnant quarter and also one in Nemeton, depending on what faction you join. I'll do the family proud. You can rest in the barracks and practice in the training room. I can teach you sword fighting. And the chat is unoccupied now because he's busy. He's detained somewhere else. That is nothing in the barracks. New skills. So this is different. So you have skills and passive stuff. So we can. I think we already know that. Kick we know. Scattering blow we know. Mighty blow we know. Fervent shout we know. Dash we know. Charge we know. Battle. We know all of these things. I guess for exploration you will find most of these things. I mean, all of this stuff I found for exploration in some other means. So you can learn sword fighting. Precision sounds nice. Don't hit. Okay, so let's watch our player house because that was one of the reasons. I guess now it shows a cogwheel instead of the usual. Oh, nice. Instead of the usual steel icon. So you also have messages on the bulletin board for the arena. Sacred Grove. Boss. 3 bear traps. So that's the bulletin board. From what I know, the Remnant camp doesn't have a... Actually, 100% the Remnant camp doesn't have a bulletin board, so I'd have to speak with everyone around the camp. Get these missions. These are kind of like smaller quests that will just give you experience and money. Level 17. Yeah, you have the Raven icon. Nice. I have your house. I just wanted to tell him that. So he doesn't forget. Oh, what is... That spark remains there. But that is... And Junali is supposed to be over here and she only said she has nothing to do. I guess that's why she had nothing to do, because we're supposed to give her a task. Side over here. Really? It was not at our usual post. That's weird. Usually she's here. Okay, let me check out the other places. I guess you get a good shack because that was Kendrick's. The cat is friends with the rat. Okay, let's see where Junali is. Maybe she moved somewhere down here. Well, I guess I cannot leave the video as it is because I want to see if we can get more improvements to the house. That's supposed to be a dead bird or something. Wait, what? What? I guess he's supposed to lead us to Oscar, the black ram or something. Guess he's one of the unique animals you have to interact with. Okay, that was a weird detour. I thought it was going to be something interesting, but nope.
Hey.
Ela? Adwin? Yeah, I don't know where Junali is. She was supposed to be over there near the gate. Oh, she's over here. Okay, so she moved around. I could help you a bit. Better bed, workbench for nuns. So, better bed. For nuns. Workbench. Can we sleep in a house and then when we wake up it's better? I think I have 3 bird traps, but I'm not sure. Let's also do one of the quests so we can see how it is. I heard you need bird traps. Will you need those? $150 coins, 300 experience points. I guess it's not a bad quest. You get some money and experience for it, but it's kind of late into the game for these rewards to be really important. But on the other hand, you need... Wait, why is this a different color in my inventory? You need all of the money you can get for the endgame weapons. So, like I said, we'll sleep in the house and then we'll try to see what the improvements are. I was expecting a little more from the improvements themselves. Yeah, the developer they really didn't think about this. It's so strange to me that developers miss things like this. I guess it's a slightly better bed. We have a workbench now that we need one. At this stage of the game. Make the bed traps. Yeah, we learn a lot of things. We have the fireplace for the potions and the food. Huggies too. And armor. So that would put my armor at... Oh yeah, this is the Nemeton heavy armor. I didn't really get a chance to look at it. Get some magic resistance, and like I said, it's -2 stance damage, and I think that other one had bonus to stamina regeneration. Doesn't look that bad. You look like you're not bad. X7, so that would be 95 armor. Kind of a decent bonus. This now also have a furnace outside the house. It's great, you can even make... I guess you can make the traps and some other things in it. Yeah, so this is the player house with all of the improvement. This is how it looks. This is how we look now after so much training, right? And as you can see, we have a few quests here and there. We'll probably do them in the next video. Next time, bye.